Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Let me fix something real quick. What's going on, y'all? Y'all see the title. Let me know who's in the chat before I go ahead and get started over here, okay? Excuse me. No, it's been a cool minute. So much has transpired. There is a lot going on, and there is a lot going on. I don't put all my business and all of that stuff on social media. Y'all should know that by now. But myself and my son had to go to the emergency room, okay? So y'all ain't seen me because I told y'all first and foremost that I wouldn't be on here like that. But most importantly, there were some things that transpired that required our immediate attention and just some time away, okay? But I had to come back by here real quick and say this seriously. It's not if a civil war is coming, we already there. We are already there. And my question to you all is, are you prepared to fight? Are you prepared to fight? You don't have no other options at this point. You have been warned so many times about where we are right now that you don't have an excuse. You don't have any other options. Now it's time to roll up your sleeves, go ahead and lace up your boots and put your war clothes on, period, point blank, because it is time for war, okay? Before I get all the way off into it, I'm going to ask you to take 30 seconds to pay your dues over here. That is a share. That is an invite. That is a tag, a copy the link. That is, to engage in the comment section, to beat the algorithm, to invite the people that's supposed to be here on this live. Take 30 seconds to do that while I welcome my cousins over here on Instagram. I'm going to be in and out, honestly, okay? What's going on, Instagram family? It's your girl, Dr. Tawana Worlds. I'm going to be in and out, straight up. Y'all already see what the title is. Prepare now, it's going down. Civil war, yes, we are in a civil war. We are in a civil war where now it's not so much about flesh or blood. See, the media and the government and all of this want us to be focused on one another, fighting against each other about a political party, about the color of your skin. This is not a flesh and blood battle at all. This is a good versus evil, okay? This is a good versus evil, and now is the time to have your shoes laced up, your sleeves rolled up, and your war clothes on, period, point blank. Are you awakened enough now to fight? I'm speaking to my people that's been listening to me for a very long time. You are without an excuse. You either gonna strap up, you gonna suit up, you gonna boot up, or you gonna become a casualty. There ain't no in between. If y'all don't realize the levels of evil that is right here amongst us, where you can actually be walking down the street and see somebody get their head sawed off, where you can be on a train and see somebody get stabbed with nobody to come to your rescue. You can be having a meeting or an event, whether that people like you or not, and literally have your neck blowed off in front of the whole world to see. We are living in a time, we are living in a dispensation of time that is so evil. And the Bible speaks about this. In the last days, the evil will be so bad that God himself said, if I don't shorten the days for the very elect's sake, they won't make it. Can you imagine that level of evil, of wickedness, that God himself have to step in? Oh, we just getting warmed up. We just getting warmed up. We ain't seen nothing yet. The things that we're getting ready to witness is going to be on another level. You got to prepare spiritually, physically, and mentally. Been saying this. I'm not saying nothing new. I'm been saying this because I'm a watchman. I'm first accountable to God, straight up. So I'm going to always tell you what he say. I'm going to always tell you what he say because I fear him and I work for him. I don't work for man. You either put your boots on, strap yourself up, or you're going to become a casualty. You cannot go into a battle or a war and you are not prepared. You are not spiritually equipped. You don't even know how to fight warfare. You don't even know how to stand in the gap. You don't even know what warfare is. You just like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. It is time right now. Right now, if it's never been time before, the time is now for you to get yourself together, all the way together. A lot of y'all just relaxed and wasted a lot of time. And instead of being reactive, you should have been proactive. This is what God was saying before we start seeing what we're seeing now. God was saying, prepare yourself. Was he or was he not? Y'all quiet in the chat. Y'all already know. I don't mind letting you have it. I really don't. I don't fear you. I don't work for you. I'm not on your platform. You don't pump me up. I'm not here for clout. There's nobody that has paid for me but the blood. That's it. I'm not bought by anybody. I'm not some celebrity with some type of clout. And I got to be careful what I got to say because I might lose subscribers and followers. I don't care about none of that. None of that. And that's not this over here. This is real, raw, and uncut. This is the truth. I told y'all, these people, what's going on with Charlie Kirk and all of this stuff, baby, this is wickedness in high places you have never seen before. And they got all people stirred up and emotional, and you don't even have a clue what is going on and what is happening underneath the scenes. You don't know who the real boogeyman is behind the scenes that's causing all of this and pulling the strings. Therefore, you can't fight up against it. And I'm not talking about physical fighting, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I'm talking about the fight that matters, spiritual fighting. We're in a spiritual war. We don't fight with flesh and blood. We fight spiritually. People ain't gonna make it. People already ain't making it. People already ain't making it. And you think if people ain't making it, if you can't go to the grocery store, if you can't go out your house, if you can't go to your job, if you can't board a train or a bus, y'all quiet as I don't know what. It's too many of y'all to be too many of y'all on here to be this quiet. Y'all talk back to me. Y'all already know how it go. Are you awakened enough to fight? Because you don't have no more time to make up your mind if you gonna fight or not. If you're going to be on the Lord's side. You don't have no more time for that. You don't. Judgment is not at the door. It is in your living room. Okay? It is in your bedroom. It's in your church house. It's in your workplace. It's on this nation. And if you plug up into this, then you shall receive of its plagues and you shall partake of its sins. Period. What's going on, Mika? What's going on, beloved? Shout out to you. Illinois, I see you. Y'all don't even pay attention to this doodoo mama rag. I don't want no distractions. I don't want any of that. Okay? I don't know why my camera is looking like this, but let's get this together. All right. So cool. We don't have a lot of time. First and foremost, y'all, I'm just going to mention this. I'll come back another time if I get time in between time. I'm just going to mention this right here, okay? This is what y'all need to be watching out for. This is what I'm going to mention. This is what I'm going to mention, and this is what I'm going to watch out for. Hello to everybody coming in the chat. If you have not shared this, please share this. Millions is about to see who've been pulling these strings and doing all this demonic deeds from the get-go, from the gate. Why they trying to make this about Charlie Kirk? And this ain't no disrespect to that man, because he a human being. I'm not one of those full of Lucifer race, okay? If you know, then you know. I'm not one that's full of that. I'm not one that put anything like that in my body. So I'm still human. I still have compassion. I still have the Spirit of God. I still have common sense. That if any human being, I don't care what color their skin was, Dr. Martin Luther King was unalive because of what he spoke. Malcolm X was unalive because of what he spoke, what he believed. It don't matter what color of your skin. If you can sit here on national TV and be unalived and I not be affected, then I need to check everything about me. I need to check my mind. I need to check my spirit. I need to check everything about me. So I'm not saying this in no disrespectful way, but I will say this. This was a hit job. This was something from the upper echelon. Same people that's now coming out to say who unalive Marcus Garvey, unalive Dr. Martin Luther King, who was behind all that. They used other people to get close to them, the insiders, but it was always the higher echelon, the devils that sit in high places that had a lot to do with what is going on. Even with the man Charlie Kirk. It's nothing for a person to go put on a mask, a suit, and obstruct their identity and be walking around here in a whole nother costume, whole nother mask, made to look like somebody that they not. Evil like you ain't never seen. Evil like you ain't never seen. I'm telling y'all not ready for this. Y'all not ready for this. We too distracted. We too busy. We not ready for what is coming. And I have been on this horde. I'm not the only one. Before we were here, I've been telling my people, get yourself prepared so you can get on out of the way. Have I not? Have I not been telling my people? Have I not been telling y'all what was coming before it came? And what God said and how he said, get what you need and get out the way. Was that not what he said to all of us? Yes or no? I have been saying this. What you're seeing, God said it first. You can't deny that God is not real. He warned us before these devils start deviling on the level that they're deviling. God said it first. He loves us. He don't want nobody to perish. Do you know that there were specific people that God, now let me tell y'all something real quick, because I'm going to bring this up first. Let me see if I can get this over here that way, because I'm not going to be here long at all. I just want y'all to see one thing, and that's it. My God from Zion, help me, Lord. Help me, Lord. All right, let me get that pulled up right there. So when I get ready to share my camera, it'll already be right there. Listen. I'm going to say this first. Whenever the Lord has instructed me to call forth a solemn assembly, you don't ever see Dr. Tawana calling no conferences. Some of y'all been following me for years. I've been here in the social media space for over 14 years, literally. I never say, hey, we're having this conference. I'll do workshops and different things of that sort online. But whenever I call a gathering, it's because the Lord called it. And he does not call it a conference. This ain't church as usual. He called it an encounter. He called it a solemn assembly. This is where he grabs his people, a specific people that he have commissioned to come and be marked and mantled. Is that not what I said? That God said this encounter would be for those to come and be marked. Do you know what the word mark means? That word, the terminology, the breakdown of that word mark is not just, some line across you. It actually means to be exempt from judgment. And boy, do we need to be exempt from judgment, my God, from Zion. Boy, do we need to have grace and mercy to be counted amongst those to be exempt from judgment. My God, from Zion. Lord, if you find anything in me worthy enough of saving or sparing my life so that I can fulfill my assignment, my purpose, and don't check out of here prematurely, then you can have your way in me. Mantled means to be anointed for the task, to be anointed for the warfare, to be anointed for the hell. That is what it means. Mantled is more than you looking good with a robe on preaching behind a pulpit. Mantled. It was attributed to Isaac, Abraham's righteousness. What you do don't only affect you, it affects your children. Your righteousness can be imputed to your children. No destruction will come to your home, to your doorpost. So God was very serious when he said, I'm going to put y'all, and it really did. I just want to break this down for y'all. It really didn't make sense to me. And it does not have to make sense to me. Whatever God says goes. Whenever he said, how he said, I do it. Bottom line. Okay. So when he said, call forth the kingdom currency, I want to give my people the blueprint. This is not about money. You're going to need it in the days ahead. And you're going to need it in haste. But this is not about that. When he put it in August, and then there was a mishap, communication error with one of the people we were dealing with. They couldn't get back to us on time. And then we rescheduled it to September 19th and 20th. And then after we rescheduled it, the Lord said, I want you to go see what high holy time this gathering takes place in. So I was like, oh, the 40 days of Teshuvah, Elul. This is where the heavens are open. There's 10 days where the heavens are open after the 40 days of you examining yourself. Are you lining up? Am I in right standing with God? Have I made vows I didn't keep? All of that. Rosh Hashanah, the beginning of a new year, October 3rd. If you've been following me, you know this is not something new or foreign. Every year during this season, I talk about it. October 3rd is Yom Kippur. See, we're accustomed to following man-made traditions. We're accustomed to following the world's holidays and different things. No, there are holy days we are to observe forever. They did not go away with Christ on the cross forever. You teach them to all of your generation, to your children. I know this ain't popular, but I'm going to tell you right now, because ain't nobody else going to tell you. There will be a lot of people. It said hell enlargeth itself. So a lot of people say, oh, I'd rather not hear that. Oh, I rather don't want to hear that. And it is the Lord himself sending his watchmen to you, to warn you of the impending judgment and doom that is coming upon a perverse and wicked generation. Period. Who has time really in 2025 to be chasing adults around saying, hey, you have to be do you see what happened to people that's out here preaching the truth, that put their neck on the line to tell you the truth? Do you really see what's happening to people? Why? There's nobody paying us. We're not bought by anybody. We have a mandate. We have a burden from God. We have a zeal from the Lord to tell the truth by all means necessary, whatever the cost may be, whatever it may cost you. Tell the truth. So the Lord had me pick up the phone personally and tell several people, the Lord is summoning you to this. Oh, I'll see if I can make it. The Lord is summoning you. Do you know that the response you give to God is the same response He's going to give to you? Baby, there is, I don't even know the word for what is coming. I don't even know how to sum it up. Catastrophe, devastation, destruction. I mean, you mix them all up. I don't even know what to call it, but it's coming. It's coming. This nation will be judged. And wherever the Lord don't see the blood, it's all gas, no brakes. He the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. Wherever he don't see himself. See, that's what the blood on the doorpost signified. Where I see me, I can't hurt me. I can't go against me. I can't kill me. But anything that don't look like me is fair game. It's fair game. And people said they'll think about it. I'll think about it. I don't know if I can do that right now. I'll have to pass on this one. And the sorrow that came with that, like, wow. You about to call, everybody gonna have to fall to their knees and call on the Lord. And the same response that you gave to him, you're gonna have to wait. Maybe next time will be the same response that he give to you. Now faith is the substance. Now faith is, not tomorrow faith, not next week faith, not next time faith. I'll be transparent with y'all. My God, my God, my God. Woo, Father, Lord have mercy. Father, help us. The last time I had the same urgency. The videos are still here on social media. The Lord said, tell the people. It was in Texas, 2023. Said, tell the people to gather. I am going to seal them. Seal them from destruction, seal them from judgment. He specifically warned me and said there will be a lot of young people that will die. A lot of them. My mother does not even fly on an airplane. She is terrified to fly on an airplane. My mother had enough common sense to say, I heard the Lord speaking to me. My father as well. They don't sit in churches. No, ma'am. My whole entire family except my son. He couldn't make it. We had a ticket for him. They wouldn't let him board the plane. We tried to send him to another airport. Get him a train ticket to get to another airport. He did not make it. And when I tell you, when I kept saying, God say, ain't nobody exempt, ain't nobody exempt. Ain't nobody exempt. Get here. Ain't nobody exempt, including me. Nobody was exempt. The next day, when Passover ended, because this was during Passover, what people like to call Easter. Okay? Wherever I don't see my blood, the enemy, the spirit of destruction has been released. It wasn't even the next day. It wasn't even a whole 24 hours. My son was dead. My niece was dead the next week. 2 of my nephews were shot dead, killed, found dead on the same day. It was on and popping. And nobody was exempt. Nobody was exempt. You don't know why God is calling you. We're not omniscient. We can't see ahead. We can't even see an hour from now. We can't. So when God calls, you come. God never told his children, hey, stay right over there in Salem right there. I'll be right over there to y'all. No, he said, come on over here. Come to Goshen. Get out of Egypt and come to Goshen. There I will protect you. There I will cultivate you. If you do not come, you and everything that's attached to you will come to poverty. Go look in Genesis 46. He told Joseph, he told Elijah, get to the brook of Zarephath. You got to go there. He told the widow, the Shunammite woman, get over here. There's 7 years of famine. He tells you where to go, and you don't get to choose. And tell him what you too busy to do and where you can't come. We going to get mantled in that place because we going to need an anointing to deal with what we're about to deal with. And we're about to get marked. I highly encourage y'all to go read Ezekiel. I read Ezekiel 7, 8, and 9, right? For the full context of what's going on. The Lord had already showed me things that we ain't ready for, things that we ain't ever seen before is about to literally hit this state. The wickedness, the cup is full. You connected to this system, you're going to partake right with them. You connected with this world, you love the world and the things of the world, you are an enemy of God. You are at enmity. You better go look up what those words mean. You are an enemy of God. To be a friend of the world means that you are an enemy of God. That's a dangerous thing. That's a dangerous thing. So I'm going to leave y'all there with that because I don't care what you do. You cannot stand before God and say, I didn't know. I didn't even know about it, God. I didn't even know it was that. No. You will not be able to stand before God and accuse God. That's why he always sends a watchman in your path. Whether you took it or not, whether you took the opportunity or not, he always sends a watchman to warn because warning comes before destruction. Destruction is right in the living room. It's not at the door. Literally. Souls are at stake. And God said it's time to put down your agenda and what you got to do and what you got to pay. And it's time to come and pick up my agenda, which is souls. The reason why he's sending us to Los Angeles is because a lot of this demonic stuff and activity that we witnessing, it originates right from Los Angeles, from Hollywood. The LGBTQ, that stuff, the perversion, the witchcraft, the sorcery, the demonic movies, all of this stuff originate from Hollywood. That's why he called it there in Los Angeles. He's calling his people to shake the gates of hell. And nothing shall by any means harm you. When you seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, all things shall be added to you. You will not lack nothing. I don't care if you had to take off a day or two. He can pay you back 10 times over what you would have ever made in 2 days because you put him in his kingdom first. I want to invite y'all. We're days away. I want to invite y'all to come to the solemn assembly of the Lord. Can I read something? Even if I can't and I don't have your permission, but I like to ask grown people for their permission. It's a respectable thing to do. If I don't have your permission, just drop the line. Period, point blank. Do I have your permission to read to you what the Lord say he gonna do for those who would come and gather? Do I have your permission? Yes or no? Let's make this quick. Ooh, Father, 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 Father. Father, Father, Father. I just want to read Joel 2. I'm going to start right at Joel 2. Okay. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh. Woo! For it is nigh at hand, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there have not ever been like ever before what is coming. Neither shall it ever be thereafter it. Even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. So you're going to be surrounded by fire in front of you and behind you. Let me read it in the contemporary English version so you really understand, okay? For those who don't understand the King James Version, let me read it in the CEV, which means contemporary English version, how we talk modernized right now, okay? Sound the trumpet on Zion, the Lord's sacred hill. Warn everybody to tremble. The judgment day of the Lord is coming soon. It will be dark and gloomy with storm clouds overhead. Troops will cover the mountains like thunder clouds. No army is this powerful, no army this powerful, no army this powerful has ever gathered before or will ever be gathered again. Fiery flames surround them, and no one will escape. Before they invaded, the land was just like Eden. Now it will only be a desert remain. The warriors look like horses, and they charge like those in cavalry. They roar over mountains like noisy chariots, or a mighty army ready for battle. They are a forest fire that feast on straw. The very sight of them is very frightening. They climb over walls like warriors. They march in columns and they never turn aside. This is the army of the Lord. Hear this clearly. Sound like angelic army. Straight up. They charge straight ahead without pushing each other. Even arrows and spears cannot make them retreat. Ooh. They swarm over city walls and enter our homes. They crawl in through windows just like thieves. They make the earth tremble and the heavens shake. The sun and the moon will turn dark and the stars will stop shining. The Lord God is at the head of this army that has countless troops, and they obey his commands. The day of his judgment is so terrible that nobody can stand it. The Lord said, it isn't too late. You can still return to me with all of your heart. It's time to start crying and mourning. It's time to start going without eating. Do not rip your clothes to show your sorrow. Instead, turn back to me with broken hearts. I am merciful, I am kind, and I am caring. I don't easily lose my temper, and I do not like to punish my people. I am the Lord your God. Perhaps I may even change my mind and treat you with mercy. Then you will be blessed with enough grain and wine for offering sacrifices to me. Sound the trumpet on Zion, call the people together. Come and show your sorrow by going without food, fasting. Make sure that everybody is fit to worship me. Bring the adults, bring the children, bring the babies that suck. Even bring newlyweds. Ain't nobody exempt. Ain't nobody with no excuse. Bring them from all of their festivities, their labors, their activities, their regular schmegular days. Bring them. Tell them to come on. Tell all my servants. Tell the priests to get inside the temple and cry, and to offer this prayer near the altar. Save your people, Lord God. Don't let foreign nations make jokes about us. Don't let them laugh and ask, where is your God? The Lord was deeply concerned about his land and had pity on his people. After they came and poured out their heart and asked God to have mercy on them, it then says, the Lord was deeply concerned about his land and had pity on his people. In answer to their prayers, he said, I will give you enough grain, overflow. I will give you enough wine and oil. That is riches. Wine and oil cost. I will give you enough grain, wine, and oil to satisfy all your needs. No longer will I let you be insulted by other nations. An army attacked from the north, but I will chase it into a scorching desert. There it will rot and stink from the Dead Sea to the Mediterranean. The Lord will work wonders, and he will do great things. So tell the soil to celebrate and the wild animals to stop being afraid. Grasslands will become green again. Fruit trees and fig trees will be loaded with fruit. Grapevines will be covered with grapes. People of Zion will celebrate in honor of the Lord your God. He is generous and has sent the autumn and spring rains in the proper season. Grain will cover your threshing floors. Your jars will overflow with wine and oil. And I, the Lord your God, will make up for the losses that have been caused by the swarms and swarms of locusts that I sent to attack you. My people, you will eat until you are satisfied. Then you will praise me for the wonderful things that I have done, and never again will you be put to shame. You will know that I stand at your side and that I am the Lord your God, and there are no other gods. Never again will you be put to shame. The Lord will work wonders. And I will give my spirit to everybody. Your sons and your daughters will prophesy. Your old men will dream dreams, and your young men will see visions. In those days, I will even give my spirit to my servants. Both men and women, I will work wonders above in the sky and on the earth below. There will be blood and fire and clouds of smoke. The sun will turn dark and the moon will be red as blood before that great and terrible day when I appear. Then I, the Lord, will save everyone who faithfully worships me. I have promised there will be survivors on Mount Zion and in Jerusalem, and among them will be my chosen ones. Everybody else, you're done for. Now, in the King James Version, it said, after we come and meet God, he will change his mind and bless us with the former and the latter rain altogether. Our floors will be full. That's called restoration. That's called recompensation. It ain't just about you, oh, I'm coming to an event. No, the Lord wants to give something to you. The Lord wants to do something for you. And the Lord wants to empower you to do something through you, period. This is not a time to play. And you know that this ain't came to pass yet. You want to know how this ain't came to pass? Because he said there ain't never been another army before it, neither will there ever be an army that look like this for the day of the Lord thereafter. Period. God is not trying to take nothing from us. I'm telling you, he's trying to preserve us. He loves us. He loves us. And now he needs us just like we need him. He needs us. And our response will determine his response. If we slow to respond to God, then we can't be mad when he's slow to respond to us. If we got to think about it, then we can't get mad when he think about it. If we got to go pray on it and do all this other magical, demonic stuff versus just obeying God, then yeah. You might as well wait on the magicians and magic tricks when you need God. I invite you, brothers and sisters, first and foremost, before I do anything else, I invite you to partake in the solemn assembly that the Lord, not Tawana, has called. Y'all don't even know what goes on behind the scenes. Y'all don't even know that anytime the Lord calls us to do something, you or me, we don't ever want to do it. We love God and we're obedient. Our spirit is always willing, but what it comes with sometimes just be too much. I'm not calling you. The Lord is calling you. And you are without excuse in 2025. Because if you can't come in person, you sure can come online. However, let me be very clear. Whenever the Lord called for the men to come up during this high holy time, you could not stay home. You could not stay home. You had to come to the place where the Lord had chose, where he chose. Most people don't know, not only are we in a high holy time, Rosh Hashanah, but right now marks 120 years since William J. Seymour and the Azusa Street revival broke out. There had to be tragedy before revival broke out. And I really strongly believe something's about to bust open. There cannot be a resurrection without a death. Can't. What you resurrected? If it ain't went in the ground and ain't dead, it can't be resurrected. It cannot be a revival. Revival means it's a resuscitation. It's a revival. It's a bringing back of something that was dead. So the things that are happening around us is not to shake us, but to shift us, for us to pay attention to what is going on. Virtual only allow you to get information. There are some things that you cannot get from God unless you are. Samuel could not be anointed virtually. The oil had to be poured over him. He had to be confirmed in front of witnesses. Whenever they picked disciples and stuff, that could not be done virtually. They had to take that in prayer. You cannot get a miracle virtually. Hello, somebody. You just can't. You can get information virtually. You get transformation in person. Hello, somebody. I want to invite y'all to come to the summoning of the Lord. Everything in this world could wait. Your kids, your man, whoever else. Because they didn't create you. They ain't got a heaven or a hell to put you in. At all. When God calls, you say where. That's simple. Where, how, yes. That's simple. Because the Lord is calling us. I want to invite y'all to come and gather with us so the Lord can seal us, so the Lord can mark us. Mark means to be exempt from judgment. We're going to need it. In the days ahead, we're going to need it. We gonna need it. I'd hate for you to be outside the ark of safety, because God know what we need. That's why he calling. That's why he's strengthening. It's not a game. It's not somewhere we can just, hey, hey. No, 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 no. We're on an assignment. And we need to be set ablaze so that when we go back, a fire only spreads when there's something for it to catch on to. If I'm just on fire, I'm going to die out. But if I touch you and then I set the fire, now it makes a bigger fire. It makes an explosion as we continue to light others on fire. That is literally what the Lord is going to do for us. I invite you virtually or in person. Who did I come by here for to tell that to? Just let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Because I know the Lord didn't interrupt or disrupt. I just came from the hospital. You understand? My son just came from the hospital. You understand? And the Lord said, I want you to get on there and I want you to tell them. It took time to go and get la-di-da so I can come here before you. Who is the Lord talking to right now? He may be wanting to save your life. He may be wanting to save your loved one's life. We never know. I don't know. I'm just a messenger. And it's disheartening when God calls for prayer. He said, if I can find one that is standing in the gap, if I can find 10 that are standing in the gap, so that it makes up a hedge that I will not destroy that land. Where are you? How can we go to work and go clock in for a man? This nation is in trouble. 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 The world is in trouble. But because we are the most influential in the world, we are in trouble. Babylon, the great whore, we are in trouble. Okay? So I want to say that I did what you told me to do, Lord, Princess, September 19th and 20th, okay? We're going to be in Los Angeles, California at the Embassy Suites. Show up to grow up. That's what I'm going to say. Information will be on all of my social media platforms. You will be able to find the information there. Okay? This ain't no if or should I. No. If you called, come. That's all I'm going to say. The Lord will meet us there. Virtually or in person. Los Angeles, California. We're going to shake the gates of hell. It's our fault that hell is overrated right now. That it's accelerating because we have not pushed back the forces of darkness. We have not stood up for righteousness. We didn't allow them to implement a whole entire month dedicated to mere confusion. We've allowed these people, we've put these corrupt, crooked politicians in their seats. We voted them in. So our tax dollars that fund them, keep them in power, keep them in position. We got a lot to ask the Lord to forgive us for and to have mercy. I'm standing on all behalf of my bloodline. I'm standing on all behalf. I'm standing on all behalf of them. I know they're not ready. I know that they are hard-headed. I know that they are rebellious. But I'm standing in the gap asking God to have mercy. Okay? Just wanted to let y'all know, for those of y'all that are here, any of you guys want to attend in person, put a 1. Want to attend virtually, put a 2. I'm going to keep it moving from here. I wanted to share my screen, let y'all know why they misguiding y'all and playing games in your faces. They can never get over on me. Fool me one time, shame on me. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you. Straight up. They done already got me twice. Meanwhile, while they got everybody, you know, caught up with what's going on and what didn't happen to Charlie Kirk, we trying to figure it out because it's just crazy. Okay. Charlie Kirk was assassinated on 9/10, September 10th. Since then, a couple days ago, this man spoke about this. Charlie Kirk was speaking about why is the Epstein files not released, who's in there, who's really being covered up for, etc. They blocked the whole file release. I don't know what in the Hades they was doing or who they covering up for. But it's some people, and I know what God said a while ago, people that is on that list, it will literally blow your mind. So you mean to tell why the whole world, not just America, the world is focused on how y'all orchestrated a hit so y'all can do this. You blocked the Epstein file release. You passed an amendment that bans the Pentagon from boycotting Israel. What in the what? I'm all for Israel, okay? I'm all for Israel. But you mean to tell me that you're going to pass a law in America that protects Israel? You pass an amendment that bans the Pentagon from boycotting Israel? What? What if Israel do something that, listen. Not only that, you propose a bill, Marco Rubio, to revoke passports for anybody that criticizes Israel. What? You can't make this make sense because it makes none. And then you turn around and approve $650 million of taxpayers' dollars for Israel missile defense. Y'all got to do a little bit more digging when it comes to what's going on with this man, Charlie Kirk. What really happened. Don't believe everything that you see and you hear. You go do your own research because it gets real dark and real deep. It gets real dark and it gets real deep. Especially when you see how these people play games. Especially when you see how these people play games. Now, why you didn't pass about 5 bills, all for the glorification of Israel, but you got a housing crisis over here. You got a dollar about to collapse. You got the interest rates about to usher in a recession that y'all said is going to come at the end of the year, beginning of next year. You just approved $650 million. That's a lot of money for missiles. I thought the war was over. Make this make sense, because it does not. I'm going to tell y'all again, people. You really need to be prepared. It's not enough to prepare physically and you wide open spiritually, because you still ain't going to make it. It's not enough to just only be prepared spiritually and you naked physically. You're not going to make it. And it's not enough to be prepared physically and spiritually, but you ain't prepared mentally. You're not going to make it. Above all things, beloved, I pray is that thou prosper. That's physical. Be in good health, even as your soul prospers. Your soul is your mind, your will, and emotion. Your body is your health. Everything about your health, your mental health. your well-being, your physical health, and then I want you to prosper physically, tangibly, assets, riches, three different levels of prosperity. Says, above all things, I pray that you have these three things. You have to be prepared physically, spiritually, and mentally for what is coming. I have done my due diligence. I have told y'all what the Lord said. That's what I have done. We all grown and we all on our own. God ain't gonna never force himself upon a single soul. He always gives us free will to choose. Always. And that's what I love about God. We have the free will to choose. Got a couple opportunities for y'all and then I'm off. Okay? And as I stated before, y'all wouldn't be seeing me like that. And I'm going to keep in that same sentiment unless he sends me back here, by here. I have served my purpose. You can meet me in my mentorships, okay? If you want time. That is where the mysteries and the secrets will be revealed. The information will be handed and given out inside of the mentorships. It's not for everybody. It's really not. It's for those that are serious, those that ain't playing no games, those that know their assignment and they ready to execute. Simple as that, okay? Any questions for me before I move into a few opportunities that I have available for you all? Any questions for me? Anybody saved? Anybody need prayer? Anybody feeling depressed? I don't know what to do. Anybody have any questions? Anybody have any prayer requests? Anybody need anything? Let me know. Because when I lay out these opportunities, I'm out. And then I'll see y'all when I see y'all. It's a lot of information that I would love to cover with y'all. But like I said, playtime over. It's the big leagues. You've been asleep. It's time for you to get up. Are you awakened enough to fight? First question I ask, I'm going to keep on asking it. Probably going to be the last question. Are you awakened enough to fight? Okay, here's some opportunities. No questions. Let's just keep on moving. Did I send this to myself? Give me 1 second. I want to show y'all this, okay? Y'all will hear me over here because I don't want to be moving phones backwards and forward. I want to get in here and get right on out. Oh, no. All right, here we go. Now I want y'all to see something. Okay. I want to show y'all what y'all literally missing out on, okay? We think the celebrities and stuff really be making the big money. Do y'all see how much money you get paid for 1 million streams on Amazon Music? Let me just scoot that up. Okay. Do y'all see how much money Amazon Music will pay you for 1 million streams? $4,020. You done made them $1 million, probably more than likely. They selling, streaming music. You got to pay more than $1 to be able to stream that song or stream using that platform or stream multiple songs. Okay, but let's just say $1 they charge for 1 million people. Excuse me. They charge $1 and they get 1 million streams and they get $1 million, you get $4,020. 1 million streams on Tidal will pay you $12,500. 1 million streams on Apple Music will pay you $7,350. 1 million streams on Spotify will pay you $4,370. But 1 million views on YouTube will give you a big bag, almost $20,000. It'll pay you out $18,000. So my question to you is, why you ain't got no YouTube channel? These are real stats. If you can make $18,000 every month, right now, it ain't hard to get 1 million views. Talk about Charlie Kirk. You can let AI do that. Put together some clippings with a viral sound, a sorrowful sound, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, 2025, whatever you want to put on there. 1 million views. Why? Because it's trending. There you go, $18,000. Literally. Get 2 million. That's 36,000. Do the math. I'll make this one with 1 million on it and make another one with 1 million on it. And it has never been easier to do that with AI. You don't even know who's real and what's not no more, because AI is just that good. Literally. But I know ain't nobody job paying them $18,000. Even nurses ain't making that in no month. Simple as that. I have the YouTube Mastery Bootcamp. Okay? You can get the YouTube Mastery Bootcamp that you will get step-by-step instruction on how to get monetized in 30 days or less. Some get monetized, and there's all kind of ways to get monetized in 1 week, 2 weeks maximum. Monetize means you start able to make money. It does not take you long. It's actually a whole group of people. Your hands can be completely off, but you don't know the sauce or the hookup or the workup, okay? I'm going to teach you inside of this bootcamp, this YouTube Mastery Bootcamp, how to get viral content from other people, use it as your own, how to outsource it, get people to run your whole channel, post your content for you for $3 or $4 an hour. You're making bags. So they don't, $3 or $4 an hour is like chump change to you. But they run your whole entire channel. Show you how to outsource it. Show you how to get monetized. Show you hacks of how to actually, get your watch hours. All of that, $4.97. Put a 1 in the chat. When I tell you they are making bread for anything on YouTube. Anything. Animated Bible stories. Animated vegetable, veg details. Animated cartoons. Everything's animated. AI this, AI that. Listen, I will show you how to make your own content or how to use somebody else's viral content. You should never reinvent the wheel, but if you want to, cool. Because you can still do it with your own content. If you just want to have a channel dedicated to breaking news, dedicated to the minority community, dedicated to football, sports, dedicated to cooking, do it yourself, all kind of channels, you can do it. Okay? Now, this ain't for me. I done already did it. It's for you. I will teach you literally how to get monetized and make a big bag in 30 days or less in this YouTube Mastery. It's $4.97. If you want it, put a 1 in the chat. I just want to know who want to go. When I say put a 1 and drop a 2, I'm just looking for those that are ready to go. Those that I'm called to help, those that I am chosen to help, lead you before it's over. Here I am. Where you at? Pull up. Let me know. Okay? Let's do kingdom. Let's Do Kingdom is a mentorship. It's 12 months where we start nonprofits, transitional homes, use insurance policy money to become our own, self-paying bank. We use trust. We put that in there so we can live a tax-free life. We learn AI. We get funding. We repair credit. We do the whole 9 yards. 12 months of mentorship. You learning a variety of things. The Joseph plan, the Solomon blueprint, how to be used in these end times by the Lord. Be a wise steward over his possessions, over his property, so he can entrust you with more. Literally. And you have a lot of access to a lot of things in this group because it belongs to the Lord. Instead of you paying over here for this, paying over here for that, you can get it all inside of Let's Do Kingdom. It is $997. As you can see in the description, it is $1997. This is the offer, the discounted offer. What I'm offering y'all. YouTube is $1,000 all day long. Let's Do Kingdom, $997. Originally now, $1997. So you get $1,000 off discount. But the information that you will learn on the inside will save not only your life, but it will save your baby's lives. Because now you will know how to play the wealthy game and protect yourself as well as your assets, as well as those that are assigned and attached and you are overseers over. Moving on. Let me see what else is on here that I'm actually going to offer. Excuse me. Am I going to offer that? Okay, so the online money broker. If you want to learn how to become your own bank, not just leveraging other people's money from the bank, I'm talking about multiple ways for you to become your own bank, your own ecosystem, what everybody needs to do. Come out from their system. The reason why you can't come out because you ain't got another system. So this mentorship teaches you about systems and about other people's stuff that you can leverage to start making you money, give them their stuff back. SBA, CDFIs, how you actually use their money, business credit cards. I give you the plug on where to go get the money from. Right now, I got a $2,500 to $3,000 credit card. It does not matter what your score is. Everybody is approved. This is a type of information I give you and become your own banker. Okay, that is also a mentorship. $997. Originally, I believe it's priced at $2,500 in the comments. Why would I expose you to hundreds of thousands of dollars and you cannot even invest $997? That does not make sense. If you can't invest $997 to pull out $997,000, then you're not ready for this. You're not ready for this. That's just common sense. But for those who are, it's $997 for you to become an online money broker. You're going to learn how to even set up $30,000 and $40,000 mentorships, how to get the money, who's going to approve the money, where your clients don't have to pay you, just a whole bunch, okay? Don't want to waste all my time explaining what an online money broker is, but in short term, you help people find money and you get paid. Lots of money to help people find money. This is an evergreen business. Why? Because people are always going to look for money. Don't matter if civil war, recession, pandemic, doesn't matter. People will be looking for money forever. Okay? So that's the online money broker. I don't think I'm gonna offer any more of those, but I will say this. Because I took that week, this past week, yeah, it's been about a week off, to just get my physical body together and to get my son together. We will be starting the Get Rich with Dr. T by December, the end of the year. Okay? We will be starting that. It's me in a group. I believe it's 10 or 11. 2 people did not come through. Okay? 2 people said, hey, I want the spot. You hold the spot. They did not. So it will be 10 of us. And we're going on a mission to collect our wealth. We're going to take that money that we have collected from them and turn it into a cash producing, passive cash cow for us every single month. We're going to take it, put it inside an IUL. We're going to borrow against that and then go buy real estate. Guaranteed by the end of December, you will have $250,000 in funding that you can choose to either go put it into passive income property, short-term property, commercial real estate, land, it don't matter. We're going to show you what to do with the money as well, okay? Last but never least, and I'm out, I have one opportunity left to work with me one-on-one for 3 months. The investment is $5K. I ain't gonna hold you. The investment is $5K. But this is for those who want to work on a one-on-one basis. This is how you learn. You want to have my expertise, my brain. You want to have my hands on helping you build your legacy. Then I have one more spot for the one-on-one. I don't do one-on-ones. I'm only being obedient to the Most High. I'm only being obedient because what I could teach you one-on-one, I could teach one-to-many. So I love doing the classes. But I'm doing this because the Lord said, like in times where I had to go to the emergency and there was nobody to just keep the movement moving. When my son died, there was nobody to keep the movement moving. So this is a mentorship more so than a mentorship. This is where you get what I've done, what I'm doing, and we build it together with you. Break by break. Funding, you name it. Everything that I have taught and even things that I haven't taught. When you work with somebody on a one-on-one, you get that information, you get access. Every great man, every great woman got to where they got to because they had a connection that opened up a door that gave them direct access to whoever, to other people, to resources, to money, etc. I have one spot and one spot only. It is $5K. We will build out your whole business together and even host your first event together. There's a lot of things we will do together. Be like a internship, a mentorship. But you're not just learning, you're earning. Okay? So even if you ain't here now and you happen to watch the replay for however long this bees up, because I'm sure I'm going to take it down. I have one spot left for the one-on-one mentorship, aka mentorship. Any questions for me? All right, Instagram fam, I gotta go. I said I wasn't gonna be here that long, and I'm literally like 21 minutes over. But y'all already know when I come by here, it ain't never on no bull, sugar, honey, iced tea. It's always on purpose, and it's always on an assignment. I know when I came here that the Most High God called me to speak to certain individuals, and I did that. And since there is no questions, if you are interested in any of the opportunities that I have announced, go ahead and hit the DM, friends. Y'all can't see the information that YouTube and Facebook gets to see, but I will send it to you in the DM, okay? That being said, I love y'all. If ain't nobody told you that today, stay safe, stay sane, get ready so you ain't got to be ready, okay? At a later time. Stay ready once you are ready. So you ain't got to try to figure out how to get ready and maneuver. That being said, peace. All right, y'all. I'm out over here.